Hi guys, it's me again. Hey guys, it's your girl J Marie. If you didn't know, I am your health and results coach. And I'm glad to see you here today because obviously you want to know how to eat what you want, when you want, how you want it, and still lose weight. And so I'm here to give you all the tips and tricks, but make sure you stay to the end to see my favorite recipe for weight loss, okay? Okay, so if you follow me on Snapchat or on Twitter, which you can do both at XJYMARE, XJMarie, you know that I tweet a lot and I snap a lot about ice cream. And I know you're like, especially if you're new to me, like, what type of personal trainer are you? You tweet about ice cream? Like, what are you doing? However, what I believe in is not restricting yourself to not have fun. Of course, the whole point of life is for you to enjoy it. So you can have your cake and eat it too. And it's ice cream for me. Like, who doesn't like cake batter ice cream from Cold Stone? Come on, tell me. Like, that's my jam. Okay, but listen, the whole thing about this fitness journey, and what you'll find, the whole thing about getting results in any type of goal that you have, is what you do the majority of the time. And so if the majority of the time you eat your veggies, you drink a gallon of water, and then, you know, every once in a while you have your ice cream, you have your Takis or whatever your junk food of choice is, that's totally fine as long as the majority of the time you're eating what's good for you. Now, I know you're probably wondering, so how do I start to enjoy what's good for me? To start really enjoying what's good for you and to make a habit out of eating these things, that means sometimes forcing yourself to eat these things even when you don't necessarily feel like it. And you have to start to make it fun for yourself. A good way that I implemented this in my weight loss journey was I made cooking fun for myself by trying new recipes and incorporating foods that I already like. For example, the recipe that I'm including in this video is a fried rice recipe. Now, fried rice is typically high in calories because of all the oil and different seasonings used. It's typically like a high sodium type of meal. But the way that I made it was I incorporated my favorite vegetable and I added a little bit of chicken in it because I know my favorite vegetable, kale, to be healthy, and I know I needed some protein, so I added the chicken. However, to incorporate the kale, I had to cook the fried rice in a different way than fried rice is normally prepared. Not with so much oil and all of the high calories that would normally be in it. And it still tastes good, it just isn't as unhealthy as a normal fried rice dish can be. And so you just have to think about what your favorite meal is and how you can tweak it to make it more healthy. A good way to do this is to add some vegetables or to add some fruit to the side or to decrease the amount of salt that you're using or something of that nature. Or maybe it doesn't have to be your favorite meal ever. Maybe it just has to be something that you could eat frequently, your go-to healthy meal. Once you have a go-to healthy meal, your weight loss journey becomes so much easier. So now I know you're probably watching this video and you're like, wait a second, this is not what I came here for. You told me that I could eat whatever I wanted and still lose weight. So let's talk about that. All right, listen sis, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I first started my weight loss journey, I really didn't change my diet at all and I saw great results. I ate as much ice cream, pizza, and all different sorts of things that I wanted without ever thinking about my nutrition or what my body needed. And I still saw great results. However, I lost a great deal of weight, but I couldn't hit my goals of wanting to look lean and defined, toned, and I couldn't hit my goals of wanting to do more with my body because even though I was losing weight, because I was eating whatever I wanted, I was still very sluggish and didn't have the energy that I needed to be able to do all the different things that I wanted to do with my body. And so I say all that to say, yes, you can go down the route of eating what you want, but you will have to work out a whole ton more. And then at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if on the inside you don't feel healthy. And that's what I'm really here to promote, is for you to have that healthy feeling and that confident feeling that you can tackle whatever it is that you want due to your weight loss journey. And so I say all that to say, if you want to eat junk food, if you want to eat, your ice cream, your cake, your pizza, whatever it is that you really enjoy, you need to plan it out. If the majority of the time, like I said at the beginning of this video, you're eating your veggies, you're drinking your water, you're making sure that you get that fruit in, and you're getting your carbs from like the apple rather than the donut, of course, over time, that will pay off way faster than if you continue to eat the donuts and you still try to work out. But I want to tell you the best ways I've learned to be able to reward yourself with the cheat meals that you want. And so if you're just now starting off your fitness journey, I do not recommend cold turkey and cutting everything out. If you're just starting, I just recommend dialing back a little. Perhaps if you go to Starbucks 5 days a week, like I was just telling a client this earlier today. If you go to Starbucks 5 days a week, If you go to Starbucks 5 days a week and your current the water intake is like 2 bottles of water, maybe you dial it up to a gallon of water and start going to Starbucks 3 times a week. Now, since you have more water in your system, you won't be as hungry and you won't crave it as much anyway. But it's really about starting to break that habit. Those 2 days a week where you're normally going to Starbucks, you reach for your gallon of water and it's going to start to trigger a different set of movements in your mind. The whole reason why you got yourself into this mess in the first place, where you want to lose weight, you want to feel better about your body, is simply because we have a bunch of different triggers. A trigger for you may be dropping off your kids at school. I know like during this time we're typically not, but let's just go with the flow. Dropping off your kids at school, and then when you turn down the street, you have to go to Starbucks. Listen, how about you just take a different route? That may trigger you to instead, since you're going a different route, you'll lean for your bottle of water more and make sure that you're getting that water intake in. But overall, you just really don't want to complicate this. You just want to dial back, add more veggies to your meals, and continue your weight loss journey. This is a journey because it's never ending and you're always in flow and making progress and finding out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. I don't encourage you to binge out on all types of junk food and still try to lose weight. What I do encourage you to do is to incorporate vegetables into your life, drink your water, eat your fruit, and then, sometimes on the weekend, just splurge a little, have a little fun with it. It's okay to do that, all in moderation. So now seems like a good time for me to go ahead and show you one of my favorite meals ever. I'm going to start off with some olive oil, some onions. I'm going to put some garlic, the little garlic pieces in there, and just let that sizzle up a little bit. I got this quinoa and brown rice mix where it was already ready to eat, and then I'm going to put some kale in that once that all heats up together. Obviously this is a little fast forwarded, and I made a mess there with the kale, but that's okay. So yeah, see how much kale I put in there? I made kale my biggest portion. You know why? Because our goal here is weight loss, and we really want to make sure that we're eating our veggies for our digestive system. I'm going to put butter. I'm going to put garlic, and I believe it's not butter, the vegan kind. I'm going to put that garlic in there. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and saute some chicken, and it was just something really fast, very tasty. I used a lot of Cajun. I really like the way that tastes on my chicken breasts. And so yeah, I cut it up, and I was actually eating it a lot during this video because when I was cooking this, I was pretty doggone hungry. So yeah, once I get done cooking it, I'm just going to go ahead and start plating it up. And then it's going to look something like this. Okay guys, I really do appreciate you staying all the way to the end to watch this video. Definitely don't forget to like if this was very helpful content for you, and to subscribe if you haven't yet, because we're like almost at 100 subscribers. So what are you waiting for? Like, if you like this content, definitely let me see it, like show it in the comments, and please also comment different video ideas that you would like to see from me as we continue to work towards your weight loss goals. Okay, work, sweat, achieve. J. Marie, we out.